Hello and welcome. In today's video, we're going to be doing some aromatherapy. These wonderful fragrances. We have essential oils like bergamot, lavender, and we're going to use these to I'm kidding. Now that kind of aromatherapy might work for a lot of people, and it might work for you. But if you're like me, that's not something that really has the intended effect. It's a different set of scents that really activate the nasal passages. So that's what we'll be doing here today. If you would like to see a more traditional aromatherapy, please do let me know in the comments. But this will be with some less traditional aromas. They're ones that might culturally be considered more masculine, but that doesn't really matter on this channel. If you're feeling the vibe, then it's for you. Okay? So why don't we get started with our first aroma? And that is bacon. It's a wonderfully smoky aroma. Pork and fat. This scent is perfect for stimulating hunger. Can make you crave it deeply. And of course, it can be very satisfying if you do consume some bacon. It can affect even those who don't normally consume animal products. But it is a classic, familiar, and powerful scent. In fact, although this is aromatherapy, I may actually do some flavor therapy. Well, that is very tasty. It has an effect on other species as well. You might hear my dog in this video because he is attracted by this aroma. This bacon is Hempler's bacon, which is a wonderful product. A nice thick cut bacon. They also have a more traditional European center cut bacon. I mention that because I am being sponsored by Hempler's. I'm just kidding. I'm not being sponsored. I have no sponsors. But that's okay. Why don't we move on to our next aroma? And this is an essential oil. It is motor oil, essential for the proper operation of your car motor. What I have here is a 5W40 motor oil. It is a full synthetic oil. It is castrol edge the only brand I use because I am sponsored by Castrol Edge. Again, I kid, I'm not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. And when I take in this aroma, I get internal combustion, the inner flame that drives us, the drive to win and to outpace your competitors. This is a perfect scent for stimulating those aspects of the personality. Well, what do we have next? Up next, we have some fresh pine. This is an incredibly fresh scent, arboreal. Feels like walking in a forest. And this scent is very good at manifesting lumberjackery, being cool and an all-around badass, as well as evoking memories of Christmas and nostalgic feelings around the holiday. All right, our next aroma hardwood lump charcoal. It smells naturally of charcoal, but it evokes feelings of safety, being gathered around a fire in the prehistoric wilderness, finding comfort amid the surrounding darkness and the relentless threat of attack by saber-toothed tigers. It also conjures related feelings of comfort as warm juices drip from the meat of an elk onto the fire. A beautiful mix of aromas telling you that you're going to eat well that night, and that for a little while everything is okay. I really like that smell. Really enjoy grilling. And if you would like to grill with Monotonic sometime, definitely let me know in the comments. Alright, next up is something very special. This is Malange. Comes from the planet Arrakis. Dune, the spice planet. Notes of clove and saffron, cinnamon. This scent is for when you want to travel beyond space, beyond time, beyond reality. When you pop this in the atomizer, things get psychedelic very quickly. This scent is good for conjuring up an intergalactic jihad, for assuming your destiny as the chosen one, and for creating that feeling of traveling throughout the universe. It isn't quite Emerald's spice blend, but it's close. Right. Next up, I have this leather work glove. The scent of that leather conjures up toughness, the feeling of completing a hard day's work, earning an honest living. And generally feeling capable. All right, I have something somewhat rare for the next item. This is a genuine Cuban cigar. It is a rich scent, many different notes. The overall nose is highly carcinogenic. It stimulates phallic associations, which are far more complicated than I could ever get into in this video. The aroma of cigar really promotes risk-taking, the thrill of outrunning the authorities as you smuggle these into the country. Please don't ask how I obtained this cigar. But as I said, it is a very strong and complex aroma. All right. Up next we have cut grass. It calls to mind summer. The feeling of a job well done after mowing the lawn. Horticultural satisfaction. And of course, you can use cut grass to stimulate hay fever. Such a wonderfully evocative smell. All right. I have something very special up next. I have Scotch Whiskey. It brings to mind warmth, relaxation, tradition, craftsmanship, the feeling of sitting by the fire on a cold winter night and sparking reminiscences about the war. The whiskey I have is a Highland Park 15-year age statement whiskey, a Viking heart. The tasting notes suggest a wild harmony of toasted cinnamon shards, mellow peat smoke, warm vanilla sponge cake, sun-kissed lemon zest, fresh pineapple, and heather-rich honey. When I nose this whiskey, I get notes of booze and smoke. I do not have a very sophisticated palate or nose. I'm going to save that for later. And I use Highland Park in this video since I am sponsored by this distillery. And by that I mean I am not, in fact, sponsored by that distillery. Okay, we're almost done. I have one final aroma for you. It is Pro Razzo shaving soap. This is a classic barber product. It is combined with water for a excellent shaving lather, but it has a traditional aroma, some eucalyptus, but this scent brings the confidence of looking your best, brings masculine essences, and connects to tradition. It is a pleasing scent that can help you feel your best. And with that, we will wrap up our aromatherapy today. Please let me know if you have a favorite among these scents. I think that I might. And I wish you a good night.